What's up, guys? I am Greg, and I am back with another legendary DXP character spotlight. Today, we are going to be turning the microscope onto Nunchi, the rambunctious little skimp that we all know and love. Nunchi is about manipulating chaos for his own benefit. He's pretty balanced and reasonably powerful to boot, so let's just go ahead and jump right on in. Try Again is a card that I both love and hate. At 3 recruit, it produces 2 attack, but the ability is where things get a little murky and interesting at the same time. If this is the first card you've played in a turn, you may discard your hand and draw 4 new cards. So I hate this because at the end of the day, you are playing with a card disadvantage. Effectively, you're playing with 5 cards instead of 6. He doesn't have any card draw abilities himself, so you'll have to rely on another hero to restore things. Playing the card and activating the synergy is a gamble, and honestly, that's also why I love it. If you have a fistful of recruit cards, but you don't like the cards in the guild hall, you can just chuck them and hope that you draw attack cards, and likewise, vice versa is true too. Of note, the ability is optional, so don't worry if you just want to play it to get the attack it generates. Making friends is pretty fun too. It's another one of those mere shuffle bottom but better cards, and the ability leads to more victory points, albeit in a roundabout way since you still need to defeat the villain that captures that villager. The concept of purposely endangering the villagers just to pull the gotcha is delightfully in character for Nunchi. I'm going to switch things up a bit and go with Nunchi's rare now, and then his uncommon after that. Normally I do common, uncommon, rare, but I think that his uncommon is really where it's at, and I like to save the best for last. Oops, Did I Do That is another one of those cards which is better in multiplayer than it is in single player. Effectively, in single player, the ability gives you the option to gain a wound if you wish. Now, there are a couple situations where doing so would be advantageous, but most of the time it would be a negative. So, hooray for choice! In multiplayer, however, each player passes a card to the player on their left, so having that wound can really do a number on your buddy. Either way you're playing it, 7 recruit for a card that gets you 6 attack is money well spent. And now for the big Nunchi enchilada, oddly powerful. This card is really good, guys. For 5 recruit, you get a card that is potentially as powerful as any rare, but, because it's uncommon, there are multiple copies of it in the game. Every one of Nunchi's cards has an odd recruit cost, so each of his cards is just going to feed into that synergy, which it's amazing. I know I'm meant to talk about things in a vacuum, but so many other hero cards cost 3 or just in general an odd cost as well. This card is almost a must-buy in any scenario that he comes up in. Unfortunately, like I was saying before, Nunchi doesn't have any card draw, and Try Again does not count because you would need to discard your oddly powerful. So definitely pick up some card draw when available through other heroes. Nunchi has a good deal of potential to get you lots of all the things that you need. He works rather well with most other heroes, but I think that he's really at his best working with Lolicooler, Steelvara, or Kamina because he can feed into their respective synergies and in turn take advantage of what are odd cost heroes they have as well. His weaknesses center around the fact that he doesn't generate tons of recruit. I know I just said that you still have the potential, which you still do, but it's not likely to blow your hair back. So between not generating a ton of recruit and he doesn't have card draw. But, since he's so versatile and goes well with most other heroes, those weaknesses, I feel, don't really drag him down all that much. With all of his attack potential, I have to give Nunchi an A-. He's just a really, really solid hero. Alright, guys. Love to hear from you in the comments. Do you think that I am on point with Nunchi, or do you think that I'm way off base? Let me know. And I'll talk to you guys in a few days.